Hello my lovelies. Today I'm going to be taking you through my October bullet journal setup. I have gone for a Halloween theme this month, so for my cover page I decided to do some of my little people. They're not quite exactly in the style of my usual little people, but they're cute and I like them. I am going to address the whole washi tape drama and the am I a Nazi sympathizer stuff. I mean, I can't even... It's ridiculous, but I will talk about that and, just put a few things straight. I'm also going to make sure that I link all the more in-depth videos I've done on particular spreads, because I've been getting a lot of questions about how I use particular spreads like my productivity tracker and my health and habits tracker and things like that. So I'm going to make sure that I add in some links to those, maybe in the eye icon or in the description below. So if you want to know more about the spreads, make sure to check those videos out. And if there's anything I haven't covered in those videos, just feel free to ask. I might actually go ahead and do some more updated versions of how I'm using those particular spreads, because it has changed a little bit. So if you're interested, let me know in the comments and I'll work on doing some of those for you. I also wanted to touch a little bit on the whole baby gender drama, because I actually had a comment from someone telling me to educate myself, and I was a little bit affronted by that, to be honest, because I'm really not, boys for blue and girls for pink and, that sort of thing. So I just wanted to put a few things straight, because I don't want people to get the wrong idea, because I didn't really go into detail in the last video. And this whole washi tape, and I'll get into that in a bit, I promise. I'm also not 100%, so if you can hear it in my voice, I'm sorry. I hope you can bear with me. But before I get into the whole planning spread, I just wanted to take a quick moment to thank my sponsors for this video, which is Skillshare. I'm sure you're all aware of who Skillshare are by now, but if you're not, they're an online learning community, and they've got tons and tons of videos over all sorts of subjects. The ones I enjoy most tend to be the art subjects and the planning subjects, but there's also things on how to improve your YouTube channel and things like that. So it's really, really helpful. There's tons of stuff. A yearly subscription works out to less than $10 a month, which I personally think is super, super value, just because of the wealth of information that's on this platform. A video that I've been watching recently, I wish I'd watched it before I'd done this setup, because I think I could have made some nicer headings and things, but one that I would definitely recommend is Making Gorgeous Titles for Bullet Journal and Notes by Maddie Hill. And she goes through loads and loads of different font styles and shows you how to create them, but she also goes into colours and how to use banners and decorating with flowers. She goes through all sorts of different designs, and it's just a really good class to help you spice up your bullet journal a little bit, but really easily, just by using fonts. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but banners and titles can make all the difference just from adding that little bit of extra flair to your bullet journal. Even if you're not artistic, doing that can really, really, really help. So that's definitely a class that I would recommend if you want to add a little bit more flair to your bullet journal. The first 1,000 people who click the link in the description will get 2 free months of Skillshare Premium, so I highly recommend you try using it and see what you think, because you've got nothing to lose. And once again, thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Now, let's address this washi tape situation, shall we? If you didn't see my September bullet journal setup, then you probably won't have any idea what I'm talking about. But completely, and I need to emphasize this, accidentally, I somehow incorporated some Nazi-fied washi tape in my bullet journal. Okay, now first of all, it's absolutely insane to me that this was in a pack that was just it was just in a pack of like flowers and clouds and pretty things, and I didn't notice. I was looking for some black and white washi tape because I wanted it to sort of match with the spread that I was doing. I didn't want it to stand out too much, and I just thought, oh, that's black and white and it's writing, and didn't bother reading it because how was I supposed to know it was going to be a Nazi washi tape that just came with like flowers and all sorts of bits and bobs. And I got it from Amazon in this big pack, and but I had a few people, quite rightly so. Someone was like, "Whoa! I mean, have you noticed that you've got like some bad washi tape?" And I was like, "What are you on about?" So then I was scrolling through it and found it, and realised yes, they are correct. There's some bad washi tape in there. I will say I covered it up as soon as I realised. Well, I got rid of it and put a new one in. And I said in the comment I had no idea. So yeah, I appreciate that person mentioning it to me. And then more comments started rolling in about the washi tape, and there was someone who said that I did it on purpose and I was some sort of Nazi sympathiser. I had a couple of really quite horrible comments actually, and I've deleted a couple because they're just so outrageous. It's ridiculous. And if you've watched my channel before and you've seen my videos, I really do believe that most people who know me from my channel will know that it was a complete accident. I had no idea. So I am really, really sorry if I've offended anybody, but I didn't notice. So yeah, I've just put that down to just one more insane thing that's happened in 2020. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, because someone said, now the other thing is Jordan Peterson. I didn't realise how controversial he is. I didn't realise, because I don't follow his what would you call it, political views and stuff. I'm not really interested in that, to be honest. It's not really my sort of thing. So I've never searched specifically the videos that people were talking about and things like that, and some of the views I suppose would be considered old-fashioned ways of thinking, or I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, because I tried to do a bit of, try and figure out what it was all about, but I couldn't find any videos where he specifically says anything derogatory towards women, or he uses a lot of facts and figures and stuff like that. And maybe there are those videos out there, but I'm just not, I haven't found any, and I'm not looking for them because I'm not interested in that sort of thing. I don't need the drama. I really don't. I've got enough going on in life at the minute without adding all that in. So I was just, enjoying Jordan Peterson for his, self-help kind of views, and the way he uses psychology and stuff to improve your mindset and that sort of thing. It didn't occur to me that it would, so I understand that some of you might not agree with his views. I will say though, people that sent me links, I got a few private links and a couple on the comments. The people that sent me the links to say, that wanted me to know that he was bad and I shouldn't be watching him and stuff, none of them supplied links to him actually saying these things. It was all like other YouTubers sort of paraphrasing different things and just giving their opinion on him, which is fair enough, but if I'm going to, I'd rather hear it from him so I know what it is that it's, to be honest, I don't really care. I know it sounds bad, but I'm not interested in the drama of it. I was in a really bad place. I found one of his videos and it really helped. It made me feel a lot better because of the way he's, describing mental health and how to combat problems with it and stuff. So that was what I took from him. Sometimes I think, there are people out there who have, at the same time, some good views and some bad views. And I'm not the kind of person to completely write someone off because they've got some bad views. There are always going to be people that have views that I don't agree with. And unless they're, cruel or unkind or, just really nasty, if it's just a difference of opinion it's hard to explain it, but it's like with the Bible. I'm not religious. And I want to say I don't believe in God, but I don't really know whether or not I believe in a God or something. But there are definitely things in the Bible that I would say I 100% do not agree with, like with not being allowed to be gay and, things like that. I just think you are who you are. As long as you're not hurting anybody, what's the harm in it? Just be who you want to be. If you want to be gay, straight, bisexual, if you want to be transgender, it doesn't bother me. As long as you're nice to other people, what does it matter? So I really, really don't agree with that side of the Bible. However, there are some good things in the Bible. There are things that I've, read and heard others discussing, and I think, well, yeah, that's good information. That's fair. It's kind. I agree with that. So it doesn't matter to me. Oh, it's not that it doesn't matter. I'm waffling because I'm trying really hard to explain what I mean. But basically, I'm trying to be discerning. Discerning is the word. It's taken me ages to figure out what the word was. But I'm trying to be discerning on what things I take from information and what things I don't. It's like certain self-help books I read. Some of the information I find helpful. Some of it I don't agree with. So I just take the stuff that I feel will help me and that I agree with morally, and things like that. So I am sorry if I offended you by talking about Jordan Peterson. I didn't know that there are lots of people that feel this way about him. I found him really helpful from a self-help mental health point of view. Politically, I don't know. I'm not really. I'm so sick of political stuff at the minute, to be honest. It's really getting me down. I'm just despairing at the state of the world at the minute. I'm trying not to be pessimistic about it, but the way people treat each other sometimes just really... humans can be awful. We really can. But the point is, though, there's, yes, there were awful people, but if you look for it, there are good people too. So I suppose it's a bit of this and a bit of that, but I don't know. But yeah, I don't really have much more to say about that whole topic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I've upset anybody. I just want to share something that I found helped me. And then the last thing I wanted to mention about last month's video was the whole baby gender situation. Now, I found out that my little boy is a boy. I found out my baby's going to be a boy. And I don't want to say... it's a really taboo subject. It's very difficult to talk about, because if someone says they're disappointed with the gender... some people automatically think that means that you don't love that baby and that it's, you don't want it or you're not grateful, which is not the case at all. I 100% love this baby and I can't wait to meet him, and I'm going to have 3 little boys. They're going to be like my little troopers. But I really do think this will be my last baby. I didn't think I would have this one. And so I'm really grateful that I can have another, because I wouldn't have chosen to have a baby myself. I wouldn't have been brave enough to go, yes, okay, let's go through this again. So I'm really pleased. But I have always, I'm getting emotional about it already. I've always wanted a little girl, because... I don't know, I've got such a good relationship with my mum, and she's just my best friend. She's absolutely incredible. and she's so helpful and kind, and she's just amazing. And I really, really wanted to have that feminine mother-daughter bond. As an adult, I wanted to be able to have that. I wanted to do the shopping for a wedding dress and, painting their nails and watching soppy, girly Disney movies and, just the girly stuff. It's just something I've always imagined that I would have, because I'm quite a girly girl, and I just wanted a little version of me to sort of share that sort of thing with, which, some people might think is wrong, and I don't know, maybe it is wrong, but it wasn't like I was disappointed about this baby. It's more like I feel like I've lost the chance to ever have that. And I think it's mourning a loss that, I don't know, I just thought that maybe one day I would be lucky enough to experience that. But, you never know, maybe one day. If not, hopefully I'll have granddaughters. And, boys are great. They are fantastic. Stepping on Lego and slipping on freaking trucks and cars aside, and all the boy stuff. I'm just not very good with boy stuff and Fortnite and blah. I do try and be interested in boy things, but I'm not saying that this baby might not be. He could be very feminine. He might be a feminine little boy. And that's also completely fine. Someone, this person that says I needed to educate myself about, gender and stuff. I completely get that there are feminine boys and masculine girls, and I don't care either way, to be honest. I don't mind. And I was a little bit offended because I like to think that I'm quite open and respectful of people's views on that sort of thing. It's just, I'm sure there are other people out there that have desperately wanted a daughter or a son and not had the opportunity. It has nothing to do with this little man, this little baby. He's perfect. I'm just kind of mourning a loss that I always imagined I would have. So yeah, I kind of want to clear that up. I don't know if I've made any sense. Hopefully I have. So yeah, this video has been a bit different. There's not a lot of bullet journal talk. I just felt like I really needed to explain some things. Especially the freaking Nazi. Ridiculous, I tell you. But yeah, I'm all a bit emotional now because I've been talking about things. Right. So we've pretty much come to the end of this video. Like I said, I will link some videos to some of the spreads that I specifically get asked about quite frequently, about how I use them and what they're for and that sort of thing. And yeah, like I say, make sure you leave a message in the comments if there's any spreads that you want me to go more in depth into. If I haven't provided a video, or if the video I provided didn't give enough information, address any questions that you have about how it's used or anything like that. This final spread, I'm doing the Dutch door situation again, and I haven't done all the weekly layouts in this video, but I have since, and they're all exactly the same. This is the spread that seems to work the very best for me, so I'm just going to stick to it for a bit. I'm going to stick to it and play with it. I didn't really touch my bullet journal much last month, so yeah, I'm hoping this month I can get more on track with things, because I've just been a bit lax with it. So this month I've got more motivation to, crack on with it and get more organised. You might have noticed I've been using this little ruler. I had someone ask me about it. It's just I cut out a piece of paper from my bullet journal, wrote the numbers down the side of it, and turned it into a ruler. I laminated it, and now I don't have to constantly count squares and boxes and things. And it's one of my favourite things to use in my bullet journal. Dead cheap, super useful. Really recommend you make yourself one, because it just makes setting things up so much easier. Yeah, so that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this setup. I hope my waffling made sense and I haven't sort of dug myself into a deeper hole. And I am sorry again if I offended anybody, or if there was any, if I've upset anybody. I'm sorry. It was completely unintentional. Yeah. So if you'd like to see more, next month I'm probably going to do some more tip-ins in my bullet journal, because I enjoyed that last month. I just wanted to get back to normal pen and paper this month, but next month I'm probably going to do something a bit more creative again, depending on how I feel and how much energy I have. But yeah, if you'd like to see that, make sure you subscribe to this channel and click that bell, because then you'll get notified when I upload. Yeah. Be really, really handy if you could like this video, if you did like it, because then it tells YouTube that it's a good video and it recommends it to other people, and then I get a little bit of extra income from the adverts, and then I can feed myself because I've been going through biscuits like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, okay, that's it. See you in the next video. Bye!